more like a small teaching session for
Yeah, you're welcome.
Netkey.
So I trade
I'm waiting
micros,
for long, so I'm not taking shorts.
mostly micros on
Okay,
gold,
no
5
worries. So
micros, 5,
maybe
7
be a little
micros.
careful because the 5 minute and 15 minute doesn't
Depends on
have
stop
anything.
loss, but even right
Yeah, I
here,
know.
I
I'm
decided
just
to
waiting.
go with micros.
I'm green. I'm
Anyway,
happy. I can relax.
still don't like trader with platform, no matter what.
Let's come from the weekly.
But oil price
Okay,
action on gold was pretty good.
Netkey,
So we got
here is the thing,
test
brother.
of
But I have a
50% daily fair
request.
value
Okay,
gap.
the request
Can we,
is
let's see, I
if
need
you
to
are
wait
doing
for at
it,
this point.
please do not try to trade with it. Okay, first learn, practice a little bit, understand the
entirely
whole
sure
concept, then
where we can go.
maybe you can try. But before
Maybe
that,
we have
please
some sort
do
of
not try.
liquidity
Okay,
raise.
don't
Oh,
trade.
okay.
At
Actually,
least
we can
do
go
not
right
trade.
here. We got
You can
untapped fair value gap.
you can
That's
try,
fine.
but do not trade.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can go right
so
here on gold.
on my YouTube
It will
channel,
balance this daily fair value gap.
um,
3380
if you are
probably.
over there
Guys, what
on
do you
my
think about
YouTube
this?
channel,
If it's going to offer
there is
something
this on
crazy,
only
like this, I
strategy you
can
will
go
ever
for this
need.
again.
This on or on setup for life. This video. Okay, you can look into this video and
Growing your soup.
For example,
what's
we got
the
SMT
concept.
right
I don't
here,
know
so
why
you can see, but
YouTube is
I wouldn't say that
nowadays.
it's important SMT. It's going right here, but
Yeah.
okay, no other entry.
So pause the video, learn the concept. You don't have
Yeah, no
to
FOMO, like enough is enough, but I don't really mind to see slightly
trade it
lower.
straight away. Okay, that video. This is one recommendation for you. Then the next recommendations in terms of playlist.
I believe my fund at YouTube.
You can
Okay,
look into
what
this
about data? What kind of
MMXM.
data
You
have
can
to
look
my
into
fund at
this
futures?
ICT
Market data.
strategies folder to learn the concept.
Yeah, I will see
The
tomorrow.
concept first. Okay, since you are struggling to understand ICT. These 5 videos, yeah, you don't need
Guys, once we
5,
hit
but if
400
you want,
likes,
you can watch like 1, 2, 3, and 4. These
on
are the
top,
4 videos you want to watch. But this one, ICT entry
you have
models, the
you have
measurements,
to
it's just
wait.
I'm
You check
explaining
my
the
fund at
entry
futures.
models, how the models
That's straight away.
works, or how you can build a model based on the ICT concept that he has shared, all the knowledge, those things. These are the 4 major videos I have over here, and after that,
Well,
this
send me
market
message,
maker
Peter. I will
series.
try to help you.
Whoever is with me for this long, they all are learning from these videos. Okay, and along with that, I sometimes do some webinars and weekly meetings. That's where I discuss a whole lot
Send
of
me
things,
message.
how the
Okay,
market
we can
went,
talk about
how
this on
it
Twitter
did.
if you don't
Okay,
mind.
the concept is,
Just send me messages there, okay?
first thing you look for in your chart is something like a consolidation, which we call accumulation. Yeah, then
Yeah, I will try.
whatever
I will
the
try to help you
direction it
because
manipulates,
my fund
you
at
wait for
futures
that
has
manipulation.
actually
For
market
example,
data.
this is your initial consolidation range.
To pick data. But
When you see this
it's impossible
consolidation,
to have gold, but
you are looking
not
at,
have
if you are
micro.
bullish on the
Impossible, I
market, you are
believe.
expecting the manipulation to happen lower. You want to see this. If the manipulation happening lower, you are looking for
I'm
your
trying to show you
setup
this
to
on
form
YouTube. I hope
from
today.
these
If
areas.
not
Yeah,
today,
in
then
lower
tomorrow.
time
But
frame, you can look
I
for
swear
your
to God,
setups
it's
to
going to
form
be this
from
way.
these areas. So you want to see the accumulation, lower manipulation, and then the higher distribution. Your first target should be this size, and
Yeah,
then
okay,
wherever
James
the
just stuck,
PDRs are.
doesn't want to
For
come.
example,
Once
let's
again, guys,
say
I'm not on this long conceit.
you have a PDRA or a fair
Today,
value
I
gap
will
sitting
try to
around
do
these
this today.
areas.
I have some
Okay, so
classes today.
on the left side of the
So I
chart.
need to go to gym
So
for
what
class.
I'm
It's just
talking
1 hour
about
class.
is,
So after this, I can.
let me first
I
change
hope
the
I'm going to
color
do
of
this.
this. So let's say this was the other structure
gold,
of the
we
market on a
traded
bearish
this
market.
one.
Yeah, and this is where you have a fair value gap, bearish PDRA, fair value. So you take a partial above this, maybe you can hold the rest of the
Guys,
position
400
for
likes and I
this
will
far.
do
There are
giveaway.
ways of doing that, but for now,
Today was on.
this is what you
By
are
the way,
doing.
also we
Okay,
got live call.
one thing you can do is, while you are taking, like, you can take all the profit above these highs and then wait for market to reach here.
It's play out on both.
If you see any possible setup forming from here as a sell short, you can look for that sell short until what? Until any bullish fair value it created inside of this. So in my channel, they are familiar with one of my terms. The term that I use is, I'm bullish until a certain level, I'm bearish until a certain level. Okay, so you can close the trade here. You wait. You look for
Because I
from
could
since
accept,
this
like,
is a
to
bearish
go to
PD array.
early fair
You
value
look
gap,
for
but
sell short until the next bullish PD
feels
array,
like
or in your
nowhere
lower
near
time
these
frame you will see
exceptions.
some sort of liquidity is generating around these areas. So
Oh, we
maybe
have
until
some fair
that
value gaps. Well,
it's not
we have
suggested,
some fair value
but
gaps
that's
over
how I'm
here,
doing
which
it.
is in low time
Okay.
frame. I wouldn't say that's
Another
suggested,
thing,
but
since you are struggling
let me try
to
to
find
look
the bias and
at
stuff,
crazy.
you peak a bias in a day. Okay, it can be bullish, it can be bearish. You don't worry about that. You peak a bias.
I applied at least
Once you peak a bias, what you do? For example,
and
you are bearish, so you wait until market reach to your bearish PD array, from where you want to see the market is falling, and you want to participate from there. So higher time frame. Okay, this is your higher time frame PD array.
So I see message about my funded futures. I will reply this. I don't see your message. Still, yes, and still inside daily fair value gap on gold, but I'm trying to find some PD rays inside this. We have like not an important 3-minute fair value gap, which we, by the way, trying to respect. Can you send me a message again?
So
Maybe it will pop out again in the chat, because I can
from
see
your
your
higher
message.
time
I can
frame
see any
PD
other
array,
messages, but I
you
cannot see
pick a
yours.
bias before you see it. Okay, don't worry.
Of course.
You don't have to be right or wrong about your bias. You pick a bias that okay, I'm gonna only take sell short, or I'm gonna only take buy long. Higher time frame bullish PD array, market traded it.
Oh yeah.
You're looking for a setup from here.
It's pretty much
Higher
huge
time
order
frame
block on
bearish
1 hour
PD
chart,
array. If you picked the bearish side, you are looking for
oh, it trades
sell
even a
short
1
from
hour
here.
inversion fair value gap, right?
If you see your setup forming here, you can
Yeah,
take
I
the
see your
sell short.
message. I already saw
If
your
you're
message.
bullish, this fall should not be your concern. You should just be looking at this fall as a retracement into your PD array, and you're looking for your opportunity from here until that area. So bullish until a certain level, bearish until a certain level. Yeah. How you can utilize the other one? Let's say this fair value gap, market never traded, but market when it traded in this area, it has broken this fair value gap. So this is now a inversion fair value for you. You are using that, it can remain, this fair value can remain as a breakaway gap, and you are using this fair value gap as your next higher time frame point of interest to look for a buy long until maybe the next level. Okay, that can be this high, that can be any PD array around this area. So this is what you are looking for on your higher and lower both time frames. Okay, so accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Now the whole bullishness, it's not just today, bro.
Because I can trade gold.
It didn't start here, it started from here.
I traded micro gold.
I will tell you how. This is a consolidation. When market was consolidating, this is a weekly chart.
You got CL, you got CL. By the way, exactly
on the weekly chart, this market was consolidating here, it was coming lower. When it is coming lower, this is where I have bullish PD arrays. Fair value gaps. I'm gonna mark just this way, okay, both of them, this one and this one. The same area, I have fair value. Since I'm looking at a weekly chart, I'm gonna show you the same area on the monthly, how it looks.
I don't think so. Just think you garbage recently.
The same area has a monthly bullish fair value gap here, right here.
It's already 60% trade.
Market traded that, rejected. Now, when it traded that, rejected, observe, a monthly bearish fair value got broken.
Once again, I will finish.
Then I'm going back to the weekly again. When the monthly was getting broken, this market has closed above the weekly bearish fair value gap here as well.
More likes and I will do giveaway. If you just join,
so now you have a monthly inversion, a weekly inversion. Where is the market trading right now? You can count it in two ways. Either this fair value gap, which is about to get broken this week, that's what I'm expecting, or you can mark your highest up close candle as your order block. So it's now trading that, let me remove those things. It's now trading that order block.
Yeah, I just need to subscribe to different market data.
Okay. Oh, the mean threshold
I believe
will
they
not
even
show
sent
over
email
here, so.
maybe like 2 weeks ago about this.
T visibility weekly. See that midpoint 50%? Look where it is trading. Okay. So Either or, if you understand order block. If not, just ignore this part. Because you don't
Yeah,
need to.
I need to
You
I
need
need to
only one
explore more
PD array,
markets,
which
you
is
know.
this bearish fair value is still not broken. Weekly fair value has to be broken
created, like,
from
based
weekly
for
chart. Doesn't
futures.
matter. Daily where it closed,
Here,
hourly 1
just
minute,
need to
15
keep my
minute where
eyes
it
on
closed.
this.
It doesn't matter. Whatever time frame you are looking for your fair value gap,
Still
that has
doesn't
to be
know.
broken from the same time
Need
frame.
to, I need
On
to
the daily,
trade
it
maybe
still
more
didn't
YM,
close
because lots of
above
people
that fair
told me
value.
like, Dasha, why not to trade YM? But I know, like, I still like not trading. I feel like I'm
This
not
is the
ready to
area,
trade
okay?
YM.
This
I know
area
why.
on the daily, we had
Yeah,
this
start
daily
trading
last
on
fair
QB.
value gap. That
You
market
got.
traded. I talked about it earlier. You were not here during the days. I was showing something like this, okay? Before this day, I was showing. Okay, I have the photo, so I can bring the photo from my
Yeah, you
desktop.
can.
Just give me one
You can
second.
trade. Yes, of course. Just type CL, or highly recommend to start with micros. MCL, depends on if you're a ninja trader or a trader weight. And MGC. Guys, 66
This is what I was
more likes and I
expecting
will
from
do
this day. I know the photo is not that clean because it's a screenshot, so bear with me. From here, I was telling that it will reach for the mid of
66
that
more likes and I will do giveaway.
daily
Now,
breakaway
before
gap. It
this,
will create a liquidity over here, and next time it will go to take that liquidity. That's the time it gonna break this fair value.
I'm
But
familiar
after
with
trading the
YM
mid, it gonna
because
come back
for
lower
past 8 years.
into one of these two 4-hour fair value. Yes, it has traded bit lower than that, but doesn't matter. It has traded until this low area. It has traded until this low or somewhat around this area, like below that area. But whatever it is,
Come on, guys, we're so close.
from there I was
start
expecting fall.
giveaway.
From here I was expecting the bullish move. The reason is very simple. When market
It's going to be take
closes,
trader
like
again,
when market is
because
willing
it's
to
my
go
one
to a
of today
certain
top
direction,
pros,
it leaves
take
some
profit
signature.
trader.
This is that breakaway
You're
gap
welcome.
where the
Ninja
signature
trader. So
is
yeah, then just
liquidity
type,
will be
search
generated above the
instrument
CE. So that
MGC
next time this
2025 or
market
just
goes to
September
take that
2000.
liquidity,
No, let me see.
it should
MGC
close or break
MGC
above the CE.
on Ninja Trader.
Okay,
MGC August
when it
25.
breaks above the CE, this fair value gap is already messed up. It's
Are you
already gone.
serious?
Yeah, what can happen?
That's not fair.
Maybe you can see this market took that liquidity,
Guys,
closed above
if
it.
you just
Next
joined for
day
100
can
likes, I
be
will do
something like
giveaway.
this, a very small day, consolidating here.
For
Okay,
example, right now we
but
have like
eventually what you are
like,
looking for on this move,
I'm not
your
really
next bullish PD array. Maybe here will be a bullish PD array.
ready to
The
classify
next
this
day
as
or
well.
next week, whatever
Why
it
don't you
takes,
make
it's
a
gonna
video
trade
every
here,
Sunday? That's a
then
great
it's
question
gonna
because I have
break,
kids.
and
I
once
have no
it
one
breaks
to leave
this,
them. I mean,
there is
to record the
nothing
video,
to
it
stop
needs to
this
spend like 3
market
hours on
before
this,
these highs.
And I don't have 3 hours to record
So this
it,
is what I'm looking
unfortunately.
for.
All I can do is just record
The
weekly
day it
outlook and then
closes
take
a body above this
like
50%,
15
above
minutes
this
worth,
swing high,
unfortunately.
that's when I am
But
looking for a new
if you
all-time
want
high.
to listen
Now
to my
about
kids in the
the
background, of course I
whole
can.
concept that I'm
It's going to
telling
be
you to
mama, mama,
watch
mama,
from
mama
my
every
video, which
single 10
is
seconds.
there is a
Just to
way. Okay, think this way. Market has taken buy side liquidity. It has taken buy side liquidity, creating all-time high over here. Okay, after
I don't
creating
like
the
to trade,
all-time
but I
high,
have kids.
it
And my
needs
oldest
some
son is only
news.
6,
Okay, it needs
so I'm
some
not young yet.
information from the
Different.
economic sources to deliver a certain level. The news,
Yeah.
Donald Trump came in, tariff came in. Okay, what happened is it
I'm going to
broke
share
this
the model
continuation fair value gap
today. I hope today, but if not today, then
on the
tomorrow.
daily. Okay, if you're trading 1
Because
minute,
tomorrow is
daily is
FOMC.
already
I
good
was
enough, but
thinking
yeah, you
going
can
to
look
like
into your
skip AM
weekly
session and
and
skip
other
PM
stuff.
session.
That's
At
up
this
to you.
point, I can record
Bullish fair
video in
value
any
gap
session.
continuation broken with a big displacement. How did the
Because tomorrow is
displacement
close.
happen?
What's
This is your
difference
liquidity
perception
graph
then,
market
guys?
structure shift. This is your MSS. Okay, when the MSS happened, because this is a swing low, fair value gap, big fair value gap. Okay, and highest up close candle as your order block. Mean threshold getting respected.
Weekly open? I just go on daily chart.
Inside of
On
your
daily chart, it's up to you. My weekly open.
order block,
I'm
you
sorry,
had
guys.
this inversion
weekly
fair
open
value gap.
on
Look at the bodies, how the bodies are doing over
MQ
here.
T2.50.
Then
What about
the
this?
whole MSS thing, you had a huge
So
bearish
it's
fair
going to
value
be
gap.
different format for giveaway.
Not a single body closed above that bearish fair value. So order block
Show
mean
you more
threshold
too.
getting
It's up to
respected, your
you. So
bearish
I
fair
don't
value getting
recommend to move
respected,
simply
your
because I
inversion
started
getting
moving
respected.
from usually
After
gold
that,
to
fall
work
started.
and all
Okay,
this.
when the fall
But
started,
if you find
every
works
place
better for
you have the
for example,
exact
you
same
will watch my
scenario,
video
but
and
I'm just
will
keeping
try
it
Yes,
simple,
it works.
which is
Then
every
yes.
place means what? Look
Oh,
here.
then go on weekly
Equal
chart.
high
Just pick weekly
created.
chart
Okay,
and
so
find weekly
low
candles.
high low high low high this way, it's a consolidation. This is the exact same
Oh, 6
consolidation.
p.m.
When market
Sunday,
did
6
this
p.m.
consolidation part, what it did? Accumulation. You had a bearish market structure shift. So you want to see market is going higher above these highs. Market took those liquidities,
But
started the fall. When
never
what is
move
it doing?
to
Accumulation,
different
manipulation,
instrument because
distribution.
someone
Okay, distribution
said it.
happened
Never,
until
ever.
this far.
Just try.
How it
see
went
if
until
works
that
for
far?
you. It doesn't work
Liquidity
for you.
taken,
Then you'll decide.
continuation fair
Just
value
street smart.
gap
And
got
of
broken. You
course,
can
never
use
at
the
start
volume
this moves.
imbalance as
No
well.
matter what,
Started
start
to
with
fall.
likers. One
Bearish fair
liker,
value
maybe it's good,
didn't
just
trade.
$6 profit. You don't need to care about this.
Another
Just
bearish fair
practice,
value
see how it
didn't
works in different
trade.
market conditions.
Then
Understand
came
size.
lower,
For
created
example,
another bearish fair
how
value.
much it's with
Traded,
one liker,
falling,
how much is with 1
coming
million,
lower, created a bearish fair
so on.
value.
So
When this
just be
one
smart.
broke, we participated this buy run. Okay, what this buy run representing?
Guys,
It's a daily fair value, right? So
2 more minutes to hit
this
400
turned
likes.
into an
Or
inversion
not
for
today,
me
today.
on this day.
We will try again tomorrow.
This is my change in state versus
I hit
order
the
block.
concept
However
for
you want to
2
mark it,
years.
it will not show. Okay, so this is that area. So change in state revisit, order block revisit again.
Interesting
The
how we try to
50%
respect
of
this
the order
trend
block
inversion.
getting respected over here. Then
To be more
this
specific,
market
50%
reached
of
until
gold, yes,
this far.
thank you.
What
What's
is
up,
what
gold?
is this area? That's your weekly
If it's
continuation
going to
fair
break below
value
this
gap,
level,
which
you'll
is this
hit
fair value gap.
974,
Okay,
which is
that one.
50% of range.
On the daily,
The
you will
price
see.
action is
See,
nice.
that's where it traded. And look where the body is stopping.
Guys,
Even on the daily,
come on.
you want to
Put
see it
more
from
likes and
weekly,
we'll
but even
continue.
on the daily. Again, started the fall. How it fell? How it is falling?
No, just click
After
the
this
like.
weekly
That's all you
bearish
need.
PDRA traded, market
And we
has
will start giveaway. Just click the like.
broken this fair value. Why this fair value is
Oh, my kids
important?
right now at
There is your swing
some
high that market has taken. So a
PM.
liquidity grab happened. Before this liquidity grab, remember what we saw over here? Accumulation, manipulation. Observe here.
Come on, guys.
Consolidation happened.
35 more likes.
Manipulation higher happened. What is it? Lower distribution. It's a bearish structure market maker buy. This is where we have a market maker sell model on the daily. Okay, but in a bigger picture, it's even better because I will show you something. Equal loss. Okay, the bigger picture is different. Weekly picture is different.
Right now. So as you can see,
What you saw over here, you are seeing the same thing over here as well. Market came lower. How it came lower? Took the buy side of the initial consolidation. Bullish fair value got inverted. Inversion traded. At the same time, bearish fair value, bearish fair value, bearish fair value.
That's too big. Give me 1 second.
Traded it, continued lower until what? Remember?
Still too big.
All these liquidities, and we had that weekly fair value at this level. This is that. It's an on top step. It doesn't give me the whole chart in daily. Okay, so this is not the structure. You know how the structure looks. Whatever. This low was trading that weekly and monthly fair value gap here. Okay.
You know, every single month.
This is that area. When it reached my higher time frame PDRA, that's how far I was bearish. Why? I had these liquidities. I had these liquidities. Okay, it's not like this way. It's a different way, but these liquidities to target. So market took all them.
Pretty much similar.
When it took all the liquidity,
yeah, ICT is not strategy.
It broke this fair value gap. When it broke it, this is already my what? Understand, okay? What I'm showing from these areas. What I'm showing from this area, you are looking at the same thing. Market broke the fair value gap after taking these liquidities, these liquidities, these liquidities, all these liquidities. Continuation broken. This is my inversion already. Inversion fair value formed. Market traded. Yes, it traded a little below it as well because of all those
You know,
gap
some people
opening,
use
and this is a
RD.
real gap opening.
It's still
Every day
sometimes
it was
confusing
opening
for
like
me,
this. It
but
was
you
very
can try
bullshit
to
price action
like
during those
test
days.
or for
However,
test and see what works better.
what is this? Your order block or change in
18
state
more
of delivery
likes.
candle. You can mark the
Yeah,
whole
just
range,
click the
but
like,
anyway,
please.
I'm just
I
keeping
will
it
do
simple.
giveaways and
Okay,
and
and
we
it
are
has
free
a
to
long
go
wick
for
on the top, so you
probably
can
for a
even
jam
grid
session.
this wick and look into the grid levels. That will give you some good ideas. Okay, whatever it is, market traded your lowest down close candles range, which is your order block
Yeah,
range.
just click, guys. 12 more
Inversion
likes, I
fair
will do
value got
giveaway. Every
inverted
there's a
one more
form.
time. Very next day, traded here,
It's
going
going to be
higher.
similar
Okay,
from
how
what
it
we
is
got
going higher?
yesterday.
Inversion happened,
Okay.
trade happened. Continuation, there is a fair value, but mostly that volume imbalance
Yeah,
inversion
give me
is there,
super
so I don't need to
guys.
press that one.
Guys, 10 more
After
likes and
that,
we'll do giveaway.
small bullish fair
Let's go,
value
guys.
holding.
10. Let's go.
Small bullish fair
10 more
value
likes, I will do giveaway.
holding.
9
They are
more
all your
likes, come on.
continuation. Okay, so after trading, inverting this fair value, retracing here, it's now going higher. So every bullish fair value is going to be something that you are keeping your eye on. Until these are getting broken, you are still okay, or you are still looking for bullishness. A small bullish fair value traded, going higher. A small bullish fair value traded, going higher. Then here as well, a small bullish fair value traded, going higher until this day. Okay, what
4 more
happened on
likes,
this day?
guys.
One candle closed
You
below.
want to
There is a
participate
volume
in
imbalance, a
giveaway?
small
Come on,
volume
click
imbalance.
4 more
If you
likes.
include,
Just
then
4
it
people, come
didn't
on.
close below that. But I'm just keeping the fair value gap is itself. The thing is,
I'm ready to
when
participate.
market reached at this level, observe on the left as well. This
Come
is
on,
your
guys. 3 more likes, I will do giveaway.
liquidity grab, market structure shift.
Take
So let
Profit
me
Trader
remove
account
everything.
giveaway.
Now
Come on,
let me
guys.
just draw the whole part from here. This is a liquidity grab.
One
This
more
is a
like.
MSS.
I will do
So
giveaway.
after
Come
the
on, guys.
MSS,
One
market
more
can
like.
retrace back into the range. Okay, what range it has retraced? I have multiple
Start
fair value gaps. It retraced
Confirmed.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
This is a weekly
Guys,
fair value newly
here's a
new
form
weekly
in the
fair value
chat.
gap formed over here
I'm
with
going to
this
pin this
low.
message right now.
And if this market using this
Form in
fair
the
value
chat.
goes
You
lower,
need to
okay,
type any number
then I'm
between
expecting it to
1
come
and
until this
99.
weekly fair value gap. The weekly
You
fair
see,
value
like,
gap is
any
like
hint
this.
part right there. Just any number
From
between
here, I'm
1
again
and
bullish.
99.
But in between, there are some signatures. The signature is one day closed below this fair value gap. Very next day closed above. So I'm counting this as a fake closer. What I don't want to see if it is a fake closer is one more time this market is closing below the fair
How
value.
you type so fast?
After this candle,
Crazy.
this
So
day,
fast.
this day, this day,
We'll do
used
Take
it,
Profit
went
Trader account
higher.
giveaway.
Okay, there
Guys,
is
I
one
pinned
more
the
thing.
message in the
See
chat.
this candle, this
In the
candle
form. In
after
the form, yes, exactly. In
here.
the form, guys.
Down close candle
this
closed
link.
below that
Stop
fair value. Very
thinking,
next candle
stop spamming.
engulfed it at the same time, closed above this fair value. This one
Use this
is
form.
now your
Pin the
order
message
block.
in the chat, please.
At the same time, on this new move, market has created a new continuation fair value right here.
Guys,
And if you see,
you want to say or
no
add,
candle
type
closed
the
below that
numbers
fair
between
value.
1
See
and
this
99.
is a up close candle. It opened here,
job, guys.
closed here. So no fair,
Few more
this one
minutes.
was not broken. Okay, after
And this
that,
kind of giveaways is going to be every day.
market
so
is going higher. What this market did? It again created a bullish fair value, and you are seeing the exact same scenario you are seeing here. You are seeing here as well. What is which is one day closed below, very next day
Guys,
closed above.
numbers.
So
You
once,
see
if it's a
anything you
fake,
want to
this
say or
fake
add
can
numbers
happen
there
only once.
between-
It should not happen multiple times. This is how it's
Between 1
opening
and
here,
99,
closing
guys.
here, or on this
Number.
day it failed to close below the fair
Number.
value one more time. Yeah, what it did, I'm not liking it. The reason is it has generated this liquidity.
Giveaway, guys.
So from here, market again what it did, engulfed. This is the down close candle you are looking at. This is the up close candle you are looking at. After a big day like this, how can you expect a fall? Okay, I would be telling you, or I would be suggesting you to be bearish if and only if I saw that this week this candle high traded the low of this fair value. which
once
is
you click
that
this
daily
form,
breakaway
once
gap.
this form
If
is
it traded
done,
here,
add section,
yes,
anything
we
you
can
want to
expect a
say,
black
you
day
add.
as well. And eventually what
Place
we
a
are
number
looking at
between
is
any number
one
between
up
1
close,
and
one down
99.
close, one up close, one down close, one up close, one down close. It's a consolidation. You are seeing all the bodies
Oliver, I
around the
like
same
your
level.
comment.
All the bodies. So this is another accumulation happening. What I'm looking for, if I'm bullish, this whole thing is the
And 12 more
accumulation.
seconds,
Okay, it's
guys.
not a good thing. It's engineering liquidity, just like here. See that? Exact equal lows or relative equal lows? Exact same way. Anyway, I'm seeing it as a same thing over here as well. So how far can this market fall? I'm looking for
And I'm going to
this
give you
low
right
to
now,
be taken out
we
later.
have
Okay, once
between 1
once
and
it reaches
99.
here or even
And last
around
number is
these
going to be
areas,
24.
then
Who was first? Who
it
typed
should
24?
take this low, trade into the weekly continuation bullish fair value gap,
Guys, you will not trust me,
which
no one.
also overlaps with these
No one.
breakers. All of them, but
Okay, let's
just
change.
mark this one.
7.
Okay, overlapping
serious?
this,
No one?
this is
Oh,
going to be from
let's see if we have
here to here. This is going to be your
Yeah, we
one
have
of the
7.
high probability area to look for your buy longs.
7.
Anyway,
That's
that's a true for in future thing.
Only one person, by the way.
At this area, I'm seeing exact equal low formed. I'm seeing all the bodies staying at the same level. So since I'm bullish, I want to see the manipulation happening lower. So this accumulation, manipulation, then the higher distribution. For any reason, if this market goes higher without taking or clearing these liquidities,
Yes, I
that's
didn't push
when
you.
what I'm
You
gonna
Russian?
do.
It's
I'm
Russian,
gonna
by the way, feels like.
use that bearish fair value gap
No
until
way.
it broken. I'm
Congratulations.
gonna
Yeah, you
maybe
won.
take profit above this high at the low of the fair value, or if I get
You
a
can take profit
opportunity,
with
I
your
will
account.
take a profit above this high
That's fair, guys.
around this
Fair
mid
enough.
of the fair value area.
My first
I'm
time.
gonna take profit
Congratulations. I
with
never
a
have
smaller
done
risk,
something
a smaller
before.
profit. I'm gonna
I'm not
go
lucky.
very conservative. Today is the
Tomorrow
day.
giveaway.
If
You
it
have
was
them,
my
but you
usual
won first.
mood or usual time, then you would see maybe $14,000-15,000 I made in a single day. This is that day,
Yeah.
because
don't
I
worry,
literally
guys, don't
caught
worry.
the low of the day
Because
as my
right now I
entry.
see the form. I tap like find 7 and only 2%.
But
Yeah.
I'm not in the mood at the area the way it left these liquidities. I'm not interested for bigger days.
I mean, I
That's
don't see
why
any other 7.
2000 3000 day. It's a small day for me, but anyway, doesn't matter. The whole part is once it breaks this on, leaving this liquidity, I'm gonna use this fair value as the inversion to continue for the all-time high.
Tomorrow, so
Once
I
it
will be more
reaches at
individual
all-time
about it.
high, my focus will be on the daily. The moment it closes a daily bullish
did a
fair
perfect
value
job,
gap
guys.
and breaks
And
it.
you still
Okay,
got
let's say
nothing
this is
changed.
where the daily
Look
bullish
at the
fair
view.
value gap
We got
broken.
perfect giveaway. By the way, guys, Alina, if you're
I'm
here,
looking
you
for
need to
something
open
like
your
this.
account with link.
Okay. And around 24,300 area from there. So I'm gonna keep looking for buy longs until it breaks a daily
Alina,
continuation
here,
fair
just,
value.
when you feel the
And same, I'm not gonna target all the way to this low or that low.
Take profit trader.
One
So
bearish
you
to
give
one
away your
bullish.
giveaway account,
Again
just
on the
please
new
click
leg.
account
One
with-
bearish to one bullish.
I
In
can
between,
send
I
you
will
link if you want
these
right now.
retracement legs. I will have my bullish entries, and this falls. I will have my bearish entries. It's not one day. I'm talking about multiple days. Okay, so that way. Now the thing is your bias.
I will send you link right
Easiest
now.
way.
Please
Okay, the
leave your
easiest
account
and
using this
simplest
link.
way is look into your chart, mark how the previous day high and low is getting violated. If you see, for example, here, okay, from this area,
I was like, what is going on? Yeah.
market
Alina, if you
took
still
the buy
here, please
side,
click on
failed
this
to
link and
close
create
above the buy
account.
side. So next day, on this day, your target is going to be the previous daily low, which is that low.
See the link I sent.
So
in
you
the
want
chat?
to see your market open,
Thank you.
go higher,
Just, save this
then
link.
come lower.
And that's it.
That was
Okay,
my
guys, I will
target.
see you
Okay,
tomorrow for
market
another
came,
giveaway,
took
for
the
another
liquidity,
perfect gold
day
trade.
finished as a
We are going
green.
to
I
be
don't
on
give
gold
a F
tomorrow
about
as
that.
well,
I
because
need the sell short opportunity. I got it. I'm done.
If you need here,
Market took the sell side liquidity, failed to close below. So this high has to be your target. Now market didn't take that high. The next day it has taken the low again and closed below.
Don't make stupid mistakes,
On
guys.
this day,
Be smart.
which is yesterday,
Tomorrow another giveaway.
I'm
And yes,
looking
once
for
again,
sell
I will
shorts
trade pre-market,
only.
pre-market
If I get sell short
has
opportunity,
had
I will be
pre-market
taking the
since
sell
Monday,
short
and I will
opportunity.
continue trading pre-market.
Okay, it's
In
a
July,
bullish
I'm going
day.
to switch.
What
not
it
switch.
did,
I'm going to
it
stick to one
left
session
this
and
sell
single
side
session.
liquidity
So
as
just
it
for your
is.
information,
Instead,
was
it
in
has taken
2 sessions.
the buy
And
side.
every session
When
will
it
be
took
one
the buy
single
side
trade.
liquidity, remember this high was a
Negatively. But
due
for
high.
example,
This buy
potentially
side
it's
was a
going to be AM
target for
session,
the
sometimes
market.
it
When
will
it
going
took
to be
that
PM
buy side
session,
and failed
but
to
the AM
close
session will
above the
start
buy
with
side,
pre-market.
I'm
And
already
finish it
conservative with my
and I will finish it
trading
there.
days. However, since it closed
Okay, guys, I will
above the
continue trading
previous
gold
day
here,
candle high,
because this
I'm
is
not
what
looking for
works for
sell
me.
short
But quick note
immediately
for previous
unless
session,
this
if
market has
increase
reached
is not going
to
to
a
consolidate
point
after
of
lunch,
interest.
we will want to trade
And that
empty
point of
value after
interest
1 p.m.
again is
If
this
increase
fair
going
value
to trade
gap.
above 1
A
p.m.,
fair value gap
we will
has
short
three
it.
major levels
If
from where
increase
the
going to
market
trade
can
below 1 p.m. open,
deliver the direction of the fair value,
we will
which
long
is
to
either
to
the
where
low
will be.
or the
That's
mid
the plan
or the
what I'm
top.
going to execute as
Since
well.
this
Just my
market
plan.
previously
Let's
rejected
see
from
what
the
will
mid
happen.
level,
You got it, guys.
I'm looking
Thank you for
forward to
watching,
either
guys.
the low or the
Appreciate your
top.
support and likes.
Until that
See you
is
tomorrow.
happening, I'm not looking
Bye,
for the
guys.
bearishness. So, since the previous day is a bullish close above the Friday high, Tuesday. So Monday closed above the Friday high. Tuesday, I'm looking for at least a run above this high and into that low of the fair value, if not the high of the fair value. 3 plus mid rejection happened. I'm willing to, yeah, what I said, if this candle reached for the low of the fair value, maybe I would look for sell short today. But since it didn't reach, that is still an unfinished business. Let's say today it didn't go for that buy side. Tomorrow I will be looking for the exact same thing. How? I will go my one step lower. Okay, so daily time frame, I'm looking into either 4 hours time frame. What I'm looking for? 4 hours bullish fair value, 4 hours inversion fair value, 4 hours order block if I understand that. So what I'm looking at the moment is I have a huge 4-hour bullish fair value gap right here. This market has traded the low of the fair value. It's now closed above the midpoint. For example, look here, okay? Failing to close below the mid, failing to close below the mid. Multiple times that happened. Finally, closed below the mid, low traded, liquidity inside of that area or that range has been taken. Now, that very next candle, back above the mid. So using the mid, it's going higher. The moment it closes above, for example, it closed here, came back to the stop like this. I'm looking forward to something like this. Yeah, what else can happen? Let's say this fair value didn't send market there. See this high and those highs? I'm seeing it as a opportunity that it's generating more liquidities. My bias is clear that I want to see this market reaching for this bearish fair value. And I have that previous daily high as my target. This is a fair value that can do that. If it fails to do from this fair value, I will look for the next fair value. There is a very small fair value gap here. I will look for that. If not this one, there is a fair value here as well. So one of those fair value gaps, I will keep looking. Okay, 4 hours, not a clean structure over here. So I will go to 1 hour. I will look for my time frames. I will go through my time frames. I'm looking at my time frame. I have seen an inversion happening here, or you can even mark this inversion as well. Traded that inversion, went higher, came back. Okay, so at the moment, this bearish fair value gap is the only bearish fair value of this entire leg. What is the leg I'm talking about? From this low to that high. Only bearish fair value. So if it can break above this fair value, it is the same scenario. I'm looking forward to this bearish fair value to be broken. Using this bearish fair value as an inversion, this is how far I'm looking for. Okay, it might look small, It's not. This is a 100 handle. Okay. Here. Hourly bullish fair value gap. So why you think I choose to exit out at this level? What do you think? Let me remove everything and let me tell you. My entry was here, even below that fair value. My first entry here. And now this market is here. Why you think I choose to go and close my trade at this level? Because that's a bearish PDI. From one place to another place. I have liquidity here. Okay, this is my buy side liquidity. It might not show. Okay, showing. And this is the fair value. If it's taking this on, I'm expecting market to break the daily bearish fair value and go for the all-time high, these areas and these areas. What I'm gonna do you know? I'm gonna keep next level for my next trading ideas, this one and this one on my chart. So once market breaks this area, this above this high, so let's say this market closed here, whatever the bullish PDI rate forms, using that, this is how far I will be bullish again. I know I'm looking for the all-time high, but I trade in a 1 minute chart. Okay, so I cannot catch and hold the whole range. If that was possible, then trust me, my entry is here. This is where my entry. If we could do the swing trading, this is where my entry. You want to see something? Exact same. There is your hourly liquidity graph market structure shift. There is your hourly inversion fair value gap. There is fair value order block. Order block traded. Okay, it will not show. So let me mark it in a different color. Okay, order block traded, MSS 2 fair value gaps. What is it creating? Do you know? Sell side taken, buy side taken, dealing range. OTZ 627 on 79 is your OTZ. 62 and 79. Overlapping that, this is your only bullish fair value. So your discount array. On a buy long, you want to look for your discount array. Using that, this was the move. Then consolidation, whatever it is. Again, I'm bullish already from here, and I have already talked about my reasoning over there. Okay, daily inversion, monthly fair value, all those liquidities, everything is taken. So I don't have to be bearish anymore. Every place you are seeing a swing low and swing high formed. Observe the bearish fair value gaps. Broken, this is how far it reached. Yeah. What do you have over here? There is a swing high as your liquidity. There is a swing high as your liquidity. Even you don't have to wait until this far. From here to here, this is more than 200 handles. 450 handles. Okay. So you don't have to look until that far. Okay. It has taken some liquidity, again fallen. Okay. Falling. There is nothing I'm seeing over here. No structure. Big gap. Why I'm saying no structure? Okay, let me show you that one more time. Small bullish fair value gap. Okay, a small bearish fair value gap here. There are liquidity graphs happening. There is fair value gap. Very next candle traded, went above the high. So when this move happened, this is in 1 minute, more than enough for me to even, like, let's say until this far. This is 71 handle, but you can see clearly it has traded until this far. So from there to there, this is a 142 handle worth of move. I'm happy with this type of move. Okay. Market came all the way back lower. This fair value has some significance. Big explanation maybe some other time. Lowest fair value got broken. Overlapping big fair value, traded, going higher. And how it is going higher? This continuation, respect. This continuation, respect. This continuation, respect. Finally, this is where your continuation broke, and that's where your day finished as well. So all this move, you are in a buy long and you don't even have to worry until this continuation broken and very next candle retested it. So you are out on this level, 461 handle move. Okay, in a very clean manner. One big push, fair value gap, traded. One big push, fair value gap, traded. One big push, fair value gap, traded. One big push. Okay, finally this is a continuation broken. But what happened is market next week opened like this way, and I'm bullish, right? So since it opened higher, what I'm waiting is some liquidity grab and my inversion to form. That is a very small one, but let that be aside. This is the MSS already happened over there because this is a swing high. So swing high, MSS happened, bullish fair value here. It didn't even trade that because of that breaker. You can mark this candle, but whatever it is, let me show from here. This was the bearish fair value gap. Okay? This whole leg, this liquidity broke, trade. This is the move we are looking at. Again, this move has taken some liquidity. Liquidity here, liquidity these areas it has taken. Okay, last fair value broke, went higher, took the buy side. Similarly, there is no bullish fair value gap in this entire leg, so came back or whatever it did, use the same area, or you can mark this lowest down close candle or last down close that has the engulfment happening. Traded that candle's length, going higher. How it's going higher? Breaking the bearish lowest fair value. Remember, this fair value has taken liquidity. Trading, going higher above what? The high it was retracing from. Taken. Then you can see bullish fair value gap. Broken, traded, boom. Took all these liquidities. Bearish fair value gap, broken. That's the direction. Okay, you didn't get the entry, but that is your direction already there. Then market, all consolidation, no fair value, nothing over here, came back. Continuation fair value traded, higher, still going using that same fair value. By the meantime, some more liquidity grab happened, some more inversion fair value formed. Okay, some sell side taken. Small inversion. I know these are gap openings, so cannot make it any perfect, but you can see where the rejections or reactions happening, where the market going, where the reactions or rejections happening, where the market going. Same thing when it came back, similar area, same area. This low was taken inside of that range, so now you have a new bearish fair value to observe here. Top 25%, then that is the move. Then on this leg, new bearish fair value gap, broken, traded, going higher. Not only buy long, okay, observe the sell side as well, how the market is going for the sell side. Bullish continuation getting broken. Okay, this candle broke it, and this is where the market came below all those lows. When the bullish continuation getting broken here, very small one, okay, all these liquidities are taken. Yeah, it will stop at a certain level. This is that area. Then here as well, it's not a bad area, but bullish continuation broken. That move actually cleared? No, so it didn't clear. Okay, so this was that area where we had some liquidity equal lows, like consolidation, accumulation, manipulation. Then that higher distribution is what I'm looking for, but this is that one. So retraced back, then came, took it, and Boom. So today's low is where this is that fair value. Okay.
Brother,
Yeah.
I shared a picture. Look, I
Yeah.
like that picture.
I like it as well.
Very.
Push the elephant, huh?
This is the tram. We all push him.
So, Netki, the whole concept, what I am talking right now, will not be clear until you go and watch my 4 or 5 videos. Okay, it's better if you finish the whole playlist, but don't watch it like this. And after you finish it, okay, you come back to this Discord. Right above this live trade community, I have a section called meeting recording. So once you see that one setup for lifetime, inside of this meeting recording, I do a lot of weekend meetings. Okay, so every Saturday I used to do a meeting over here with my Discord people. Whoever gets their free time, they can join, and we have all the recordings of those meetings over here. So maybe the first 1 and 2, I know the audio quality is not good, but this guy tried his best to help everyone. Okay, so thanks to that. But yeah, like here you will have a lot of idea, lot of clearance. Okay, I have went through a lot of things in these weekly meetings. So I started it for 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 weeks. And then there are some other things that I have talked about. For example, I think this was that day. Usually it's okay here. Where I was, this was that day. Okay, whatever it is, this is what I'm looking for. Is this might be revisited after trading this, and not just this, around that 50%. That's what I'm looking at. Trading into that, and that will on the same day bought there, trading this area, coming back to either this 4 hour fair value, but best case of scenario on the higher time frame, like 4 hours or daily chart, it's trading here, but a week is coming here, body is staying around this. That will be the best. Like after trading from there to here, the body is on the same day, body is closing here, and from this again this move. And since my liquidity is now at or above the 50%, this move gonna break that 50% and close above that, as what I showed the whole time. The moment it does that, this is what I'm looking at until that all time high. So I talked about how far inside that fair value it will reach before it happened. I talked about where the market should go, how it go, from where, how far it can fall, everything. Okay, I was expecting that fall as well. It's not like this fall. But yeah, the fall happened bit more than I expected. But the way I said that I'm expecting this fair value gap will be revisited. Okay, this fair value. And that's exactly where it revisited, and then this move happened. I expected that this daily breakaway gap, it will go at least to the midpoint. That's exactly where it reached. From where, this is exactly where it came. From where, this is exactly how it's going higher. Okay, so bullish until a certain level, bearish until a certain level. That's how the whole thing works. If you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna hold through all these levels and until this liquidity. No, this is my liquidity. Okay, this liquidity will be taken at some time. That can be another move like this, because if it's not taken out, if it's not traded now, this liquidity will be traded when market will go literally around these areas. From there it will come for this. So you are looking at a similar fall or bearish momentum in the market. Okay, this is what you are looking for after the all-time high, if it's not taken earlier before it creates the all-time high. Let's say this is where market keeps going higher, yeah, and breaks the last fair value gap, goes for the all-time high. If that is the scenario, that is the case, then this liquidity is something like this move, another move like this gonna come in the market. That's when that is like too far ahead, maybe November, December, something like that, or maybe next January, February, something like that. Whatever it is, not, if it's not now, then not anytime soon. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, the whole market, you have to be bullish until a certain level, bearish until a certain level. For example, I have been talking about this level, this 660.75, wherever that level is. 660, yeah, way below. 66. So sorry, 660.50 level, or somewhat around this area. So that was your weekly fair value gap low, but like this level, 660.50. Where is that? Oh shit, sorry guys, the contract changed, so the price will be bit different. It MNQ, like NQU will not show the same price. NQU and NQM has now a different price at the moment, so it will not show, but it was literally sitting around this level. Okay, it's this level, 21,660.75, that area. Anyway, the whole concept was like 4 hours consolidation happened around that level, and then market like these consolidations and these equal highs. Okay, these levels, but it's now 870.75, so it changed, but whatever it is doesn't matter. You're looking at something, market is here, and this is how your buy side liquidity from the 4 hours looks like. Okay, so buy side, buy side, buy side, all of them, and then on the left, buy side, buy side. And in terms of your, this is from 4 hours chart. Okay, and in terms of your sell side, I know this is a clean low, but this on, this on, this on, this on. Okay, the gaps, 1 2 3 4, the gaps are like this big when your buy side is like this. Okay, so compare, and it's now in the middle, so expect something, you will get your thing. Okay, and this is that 4 hour bearish fair value that's still holding the market. In terms of the yesterday's high, it was happening like this way, I know, but the reason is daily fair value is a higher time frame than 4 hour. So I'm not interested in 4 hour fair value low, I'm interested in daily fair value gap. I think this was the daily, yeah. So I'm interested in daily fair value gap revisit than a 4 hour fair value. So that's how your buy sides are looking. This is how your sell sides are looking. Yeah, you have more buy side now on the current price, which is this high and this high. So from here to come here, it's a big run comparing to go there. What I'm saying is, from the current price This is a closer run. It's like this much. Then even these equal lows. Okay, like here. It's like 3 times bigger run for the fall. So the sell side now is sitting at this level. Even if you think about this sell side, it's still 2 times bigger comparing to your buy side, like this way. So this is more reasonable for the market to clear. ICT is neutral today. That's ICT's problem. What I had to learn from here. Okay, here is the thing. Okay, let me share in the chat. I found it from Facebook, but I loved it. I didn't save the whole post or something. I just saved some photo. But the photo had something to talk. And the talking part, I loved it. I just shared 5 photos, okay? This is, let me try to zoom it out. Oh, I cannot control it. Breakout traders, okay? Sideways price action happened. Breakout happened. Top entry and their target until a certain level. Breakout trader, the same area. Fib retracement trader, from the low to the high, OTZ retraced, OTZ retracement entry, the low is a stop loss, the same target. Same area, EMA trader, moving average crossover happened over here. Look here, okay, here, bullish crossover, here. Same entry, stop loss, same target. Then RSI trader, look at this low, look at the market over here. Okay, if you don't understand, let me tell you. See this line? This is a oversold position. Same area. Oversold, took the buy long, targeted, profit. Same area, okay? Then SMC trader like us, order block fair value gap. Yeah, I know it's been showing 11 point something R, but you have fair value gaps. Maybe entry can be little higher and it can be another like 6 or 5 or something like that. But the same area, okay? It's the same low, same area with the same target area or similar area. Okay. So what you are seeing here, or what's the point is, every strategy works. Okay, every strategy works as long as you know what you are looking for. Every strategy works as long as you have the patience. You have
And
the
do you know how the EMA is working? I I am quite curious about that.
oh, I know.
Okay.
EMA.
Yeah.
This one is mostly okay. The crossover. Two ways you can use it if you're a higher time frame or like higher what it calls, like the EMA. You can use the 20 and 50. That is a good crossover. You can use the 50 and 100. You can use a 100 and 200, like two lines. So the 20 is your short term momentum, and the other one, the bigger one, if it's a 50 EMA, then it's your long term momentum. You can even use 20 and 100 or 20 and 200 as well. But 20-50 goes very good. You are looking at a bullish crossover and bearish crossover, those type of things. Wherever the bullish crossover happened, here as well. Yeah, you're looking at the volume.
So when the market crosses the bullish one, I will go for the long trend, right? Or when the crosses the bearish one, I will go for the short. This is
Yeah,
the
not the bullish bearish thing. It's like he made it easier for us to understand. The bigger one has to stay below the smaller one. So when the smaller one, let's say this blue line is the 20 EMA. Okay, so when the 20 EMA crosses the bigger one, 50, 100, 200, whatever it is, that's the EMA crossover. And the golden crossover is like 100 and 200 EMA. That's called the golden crossover. It's like 100 candles worth of move and 200 candles worth of move. Both are saying that it's now momentum is shifting towards the buy side. That one is called golden. So when we used to I used to invest in crypto, I used to use indicators like this: EMA, crossover. With this indicator, I used to add the RSI as well. The best crossover happens when RSI is oversold area or like below the 50 area, around 30, 35, 20, 25, these areas, RSI indicator. And that's when this market is giving me the crossover.
Okay.
For sell short, same thing. So when it's crossing over, I want to see RSI is either above 70 to 80, around this range, or close to that 70 range. So it will have some, for let me show you the RSI thing. So combined, okay, this one. Overbought, see, overbought. But if I had a crossover here, this is a sell short for me until what? It shows oversold. So until we know, like using ICT and some other concept combined together, if we can find something, we can utilize with these things as well. Yeah, what it gonna do? The more condition you add to your trade, the fewer trades you will be able to take.
Yep.
Because it's gonna if you are willing to follow your own rules, okay. So let's say I'm looking for RSI overbought oversold, at the same time I'm looking for the EMA crossover. So now I have two things to match. Other than that, see, around this area, it was below the 50 level, so maybe something was there, but maybe using this and the fair value gap, I can maybe participate. But I'm saying there might be lot of other opportunities happening on the left, or lot of opportunity I saw around these areas, but I couldn't participate. This is above 50. See, this was above 50, so market went higher again. Overbought position came lower, took the liquidity, traded into fair value gap, then the new move. While that liquidity was getting taken out, RSI at oversold.
Yep.
Then we have moving average, MACD, okay, moving average convergence divergence, that one.
Yeah.
That's also good. What is that? Let's say market is going higher, but the moving average is showing lower. That's already a SMT divergence. SMT divergence is literally these things based on your moving average, based on the structure of the market. Okay, so the divergence SMT, this shit didn't come from ICT also. He named, yeah, SMT, a smart money trading, or a smart money technique. But that's a bullshit thing. Okay, the whole thing relies on this. Like one market took a high, another failed. Same thing. One indicator showing something, but market showing something else. It's the divergence is what more important. But yeah,
Yep.
I mean, I have went through a whole lot of thing. Okay, so when I saw this post, I loved it. Like one single entry had everything. The breakout trader, like sideways consolidation was happening. I know it's not the full chart over here, but I think I didn't save the other photo, but I loved it. I found it on the thing, especially since the names were there. Okay, golden is 50 and 200. Yeah, maybe Jack, can be. I think I said 100 and 200, but yeah, 50 200. Golden cross to upside, dead cross to the, exactly, bro. Paper Stone, stay safe online, protect your account. I don't want to protect anymore because Paper Stone, I have nothing. I created the account, tried them. I didn't like the spread. I didn't like their overall thing because I had like $5,000 on my first deposit with them. Yeah, one thing is they're very quick. When I requested payout, the next day they send me the money. So that was really good. But the thing is, personal account, okay? Have to drop so much for this session. No worries, bro. But yeah, don't forget about the videos I talked about. Watch it and don't trade, please. Okay. It's a request. Do not trade. Maybe you can what it calls. Maybe you can observe it couple of days, practice it. Once you get the idea, that's when you trade. So the whole concept about this was simple. See this 15 minutes, if you understand ICT, then this is a liquidity graph. This is a 15-minute market structure shift with this bullish fair value gap presented. So I have a order block, I have a breaker block, I have a bullish fair value, 3 PDRs. Market broke the breaker, market broke the order block, fair value gap, but market respected the order block. From where it's going for the liquidity and the kill zone, if you understand, then 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. is your Asia kill zone. From 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. is your London kill zone, and then 9:30 to 11:30 usually, but you can mark the 12:30, no problem. So 9:30 to mark until 12 o'clock. 11:30 is usually the level, but 12 o'clock. These are your kill zones. Okay, so let me mark this on in a different color. So what happened here? Asia sell side created at this level. Okay, so I'm not gonna mark with bigger on. Asia sell side created here, Asia buy side created here. London took the Asia buy side, went for what? Asia sell side. This is where London kill zone sell side was taken. Here. So New York opened. What New York has time to do, or which direction New York should do for the London buy side. So that was the London buy side. Time based liquidity. This is that. Asia sell side taken, bullish move, bullish liquidity graph, market structure shift from 15 minutes, got the entry, got the profit, done for the day. Okay, it's like that way. So kill zone, mark the high and low between this time. Whatever is not taken out, observe that level. Yeah, some days it will not take all the liquidities. So some days Asia can remain as untaken or intact. Same can happen with London, but the direction it is going, look for the same thing. Okay, time based liquidity. Previously maybe there is something that market didn't take, so you're looking for the same time based liquidity. So yeah, you can take your day off, no problem. But yeah, hope to see you soon with the knowledge, and any question feel free to ask in the community. So that's that part, and this was the opening range gap from settlement until that level. Okay, and by the meantime I had this low to this side, this low to this side. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Okay, during that fall, OTZ 627 on 79 traded, only PDRA order block traded, went higher, new dealing range again 627 on 79 traded, propulsion block went higher, took the buy side, new range created from this low to this high, traded, going higher for that high. A structure is very simple. So low, high, lower low, higher high. After that, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Again a higher low is forming. Let's see if a higher high forms or not. Okay, so it's not very hard. To some extent, yeah, but anyway, doesn't matter. And this was, I don't know how it moved lower. This was that back, that market traded. Liquidity graph, market structure shift, but I called this already. Came back, went higher. There was the entry over here. 5 minutes structure. Okay, so okay, now I know why it moved. 15 minutes FVG. One candle close below next candle. Tap. Boom. Okay. Now the 5 minutes. 5 minutes first presented. Let me check how it's looking in 1 minute. And I don't remember what is this one. Let me remove all this. That's that 1 minute bag as well here. And inside the macro, this was the inversion. There was a very small inversion, but I used the other one here. But the inversion, actual inversion is here. Okay, if you look carefully, this is where you had the inversion. That's where it traded and then went higher. But this is not the only reason I took the entry. The other reason I had was yesterday's PM session first presented or something. I had it drawn, but I forgot where I draw it. This is the 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Not that one. AM session then, I guess. 6. I think this is the one I had marked over there, but I'm not certain. Let me see. I had something, I removed it. I don't know, it's way lower, not this one. Oh, okay. Now I know. That has to be the 15-minute fair value. Fair value. Liquidity taken. Imbalance rebalanced. Also on the left, I had an inversion over here as well. That inversion. So 15 minutes IFVG, 15 minutes FVG.
Don't mess around. Go up. Why is it
Oh,
doing
you are
this?
in a trade, yeah?
I'm in a trade. Every time it does this, brother. Why is playing with me?
Where you entered?
I entered, I've taken partials, and I'm at break even. And I am my stop is 22099. So I took it from the first presented gap of this afternoon. Once it went over, closed over, then I entered on the way back. And it's going to take me out.
It is, because you missed on this one, I think.
Order filled.
I missed on, sorry?
You missed on that last fair value of 1 minute.
Yeah, I saw that. I was hoping it would break it. But
Yeah, because it didn't, when it was trading that, the sign was this. It was not closing above this fair value also.
I took the partials there. So I just
Okay.
kept. I'm trading very little now.
So how is it looking for you, the day so far?
Today is 858. So I
8-5.
did
Okay.
something so silly, brother, yesterday. If you were next to me, you would have hit me on the head.
Oh,
Very
man.
good. You recovered the yesterday's loss. That
I've
is the
recovered.
most important.
Yeah, I've recovered yesterday's loss. I got into a bad trade, and
Yeah.
I wanted to take partials, and I bought more, and then it went down, and it screwed me up. I was down at 700 or something. I just got in at the wrong time. And then I took another one, which was a loss, and then yeah, it was a crazy day. But
So now we recovered. That's the best part.
yeah,
Metro is starting now. This is the fair value I prefer the most. Okay, let me remove this one. This is the fair value. 4 hours first gap.
All the 4 hour gap is very, very good actually.
Who,
The
who
6
taught you
p.m.
that? ICT? Who taught you that? ICT?
Obi,
Uh,
brother,
Huh? ICT?
yeah,
ICT? Who is ICT, bro?
brother Obi, answer the question, brother.
uh, no.
Hmm.
Uh,
You-
all the with the Asia and uh, after all the actually all the 2 a.m. gap, the 8 a.m. gap.
this is my execution chart. Okay, let me remove everything from here and let me go from here. Day opened. This is a 4 hour candle opened. Okay, from here the fall. All these liquidities easy target. I am not talking about all those fall. Okay, I'm talking about the very reasonable level. All these. If you're thinking or looking correctly, then your entry is looking something like this. Even if you put your, like this is the stop loss, which is 7.5 handle, but let's say you put above this high or even the high, even this high. And I'm talking about these equal lows until this far. This is a 25.75 handle profit. Okay, a little bit more, but anyway, like this. So 26 handle 6.25. Now stop loss is here. Okay, this is the third candle high, but I'm putting it here or here. That's why the risk to reward. But this is how it looks. I'm not talking about the whole. Yeah, if you understand, after trading here, there is no fair value forming until these big moves. Okay, so you could wait for the continuation to be broken. You could take some partial and hold until the next fair value gap or next level. For example, there is literally nothing at this level. So the take profit could have been until this fair value. Let me put a line until this level because there is nothing over here and there are more equal lows over here. So until this is the minimum. You can take maximum of your position out over here or even you can close. This is a 5R. Okay, more than 5R. But took partial, you have some big false, big fair value gaps, continuation here. Until a continuation breaks, you can keep holding. So this is that continuation fair value gap. You are still holding. Coming lower, no, this is a continuation form, this is a continuation form. Traded, falling. This is where it has broken. So your exit is at this level, the top of the fair value. So I'm talking about when this fair value got broken at that level. Broke with this, very next candle can be your exit. All these candles gave you the opportunity. Yes, eventually it went even lower. So if you have any 5-minute bearish fair value or 15 minutes forming by this time, you can maybe still try with that thing, but it doesn't matter. This is looking like a 9R trade. Okay, using that first gap. Yeah, identify, observe. Okay, liquidities, then more liquidities, and fair value gap is until this far. That's why I marked until that. Then on the top, okay, why I'm not talking about the top? Let me talk. This liquidity is taken already. So you have a liquidity on the top here. Oh, by the way, there is other fair value on the left, but keeping aside that one, because you can mark your 2 p.m. first fair value as well. So this is the 2 p.m. and your first fair value. A small one. Okay, 2 p.m. next day, Asia. And then the fall. Okay, let me remove this. on your execution, if you keep just your 4 hours on, okay, so this is the first one of the day. Then the next one is 10 p.m. This is your 10 p.m. So I'm talking about all the way, okay, even here as well, that 9:30. Then this move, yeah, okay. Then 2 a.m. 10 p.m. then 2 a.m. So this is the 2 a.m. starting, looking for a fair value. Okay, there is your fair value. Even these areas some, but let's see. Here fall, here fall, here fall, here, all these things there. Okay, there goes your 2 a.m. Then the 6 a.m. 6 a.m. started, 601, first fair value gap formed. Here. That's why that entry. Okay, how's that? When now we said this is a good macro. That's when I pressed. Remember the buy long? So there goes 4 fair value gaps. Now what I'm talking about is your 10 a.m. So let me bring that line to 10 a.m. If it's overlapping, I will remove it, but I will put some stars or something. So 10 a.m. started, 10 a.m. bullish fair value here. Okay, and that's how you are looking at your 10 a.m. These are the 4 or 5 fair value gaps you keep, and then the next one will come in 2 p.m. again. And remember from where the high was coming out. Okay, previous day 2 p.m. PM session, last 4-hour candle, fair value gap. These are your levels. These are your fair value gaps. Now, how you are using it? This is your added confluence. Overlapping this, anything. Overlapping this, anything. Overlapping this, anything. For example, I had an inversion over here, overlapping. My stop loss covers until this far. Very good. So, what I'm talking about? And the timing, okay? Do the timing. Understand the liquidity, do the timing. This is where I had an inversion fair value. This candle inverted, very next candle traded. Inversion entry, third candle slow as a stop loss, 1 to 2 target. Or you can even take partial at this level. Okay, you got entry bit lower as well, and overlapping portion entry usually I would look for this level, overlapping. But I'm just gonna take maybe a tick or two inside. That's already 1 to 2.1, okay, until that high. So from the top of the fair value, it has also given you that 1 to 2. Perfect 1 to 2, then the retracement. Okay. Observe. Yeah, since the market didn't trade here, I will keep that one, but I might remove one of these. Yeah, it's too far below. Okay, I will keep this one for a reason. Why? By any mean, if the market comes below this low, it should go all the way back below these areas. Literally here. Wherever that equal lows, exact equal low here. So at least this new week opening gap. So since it should come for this new week opening gap, I will keep the lower one so that I don't miss my trade. Okay. I will keep the lower one so that I don't miss my trade. Oh, by the way, Remember yesterday I didn't even look into the chart or come in Discord? How
Yes.
yesterday? Why the hell it smells like?
Why your
Okay.
mouse is like something?
No. I was doing something anyway. The thing is, first gap. Okay, yesterday's first gap. Timing. 650 10. First thing, overlapping. Okay. Fair value gap. Buy side equal highs. Using it, this was the profit target. Then first fair value, the way it used, okay, even it used here as well, filled up completely, but there was your first order block as well. That's how the mean threshold looks like. That's how your mean threshold of the first order block of the day looks like. Okay. So order block mean threshold traded, went higher with multiple bullish fair value, one here. New week opening gap low. Mid was holding for a little while. After that, bullish fair value created. Entry I took on this area. Literally this candle gave me the entry. Then this is the move you're looking at. After that, where is the next one? 10 p.m. So 10 p.m. started here, nothing. Here is a small one. Let's start with the small one. Then I will look for the bigger one, including the volume imbalance. Since first presented gap, include it. This is how it looks here. But I might look into this one as the first presented. Let it be like this way, okay? Let's see how this one looks. If it has a better structure. Something here, but okay, doesn't matter. Keep it simple. Just stay with this. It's a very small one, but I'm just including the volume imbalance. So that way, we are looking something like this. Not a very good or clean price action on this specific part, but overall, still the area revisited, the area overlapping, those sort of things are still presented, like these bullish fair value gaps. Anyway, so let's moving forward to the 2 a.m. 2 a.m. started. Here is your first gap. I don't think market ever came back for this level, but let's see. No, so it never came back. Left it as a bag. Then 6 a.m. This is your 6 a.m. This is your first gap. There is a small volume imbalance. If you want, you can include the upper volume imbalance because first gap, or if you want, you can keep it like this way. That's up to you. So whatever you are looking at, not bad, but this looks better to me. So this is how it traded, went higher or retraced until then. And by the way, this gap is like this. A stop loss at this level, third candle's low. It does not hit over here. Came very close but didn't hit. Okay, so gap. Then 6 10 a.m. We know about the 10 a.m. It was a very shitty after using that area, but doesn't matter. 10 happened, 10 a.m. gap. You'll see something in PM session and during those areas as well, but mostly it was struggling around that area. Okay, Even today's market opened inside of that, went higher, break below, use that overlapping area. Okay. Then here comes the new. Okay, I have the 2 p.m. as well. 10 a.m. then 2 p.m. This is the 2 p.m. and the first gap was that a small bearish fair value where day open trade. Remember 2 p.m. the other day 2 p.m. this way. Okay, and from there this is the new day and new gaps. So that's how it looks in terms of the gaps. Now let me remove all this from the lower area.
Brother, today market, I think this consolidation is not over today. It will
No, it is on the bigger margin. You see the daily. It's like this.
yeah. If it is not able to close above that area, it will tomorrow. It
Tomorrow,
will
this
we
is that
have
line and the overlapping
we
area.
we have FOMC, right?
Tomorrow FOMC? Yeah, maybe yes. Let me check.
Yeah, brother.
Tomorrow unemployment claim FOMC press confer. Okay, tomorrow is the federal fund rate. Tomorrow
Yeah.
there will be rockets. Tomorrow will be rockets in the market. Rockets.
Tomorrow have three big news actually.
Tomorrow
The
will be rocket. After the PM session. By the way, guys, tomorrow New York AM session. I wouldn't consider. Even if you are interested in the first macro on the New York AM session, you can, but don't look for big targets or big profits.
yeah.
Because
And
FOMC,
tomorrow
federal fund rate.
you
Yeah.
will see the long wick candle as well in London.
Yeah, yeah. It's like wiki. Most of the candles will be wicks on top, wicks on bottom that way. So be careful. Tomorrow is the fund rate. After how long? Like four months or something?
Yep.
Week. And day after tomorrow we have bank holiday as well on USA. So be careful. Fund rate last changed in November. So after 8 months, you are going to see your first rate cut. That's what they are expecting. So let's see. And it's gonna be crazy. If there is a rate cut, that's the news this market is waiting for. Oh man, US dollar gonna shit. US dollar gonna fall. So the withdrawals we are going to have, you will not get enough money. Like the conversion rate will be bad.
No way, man. US dollar gonna fall because of the Trump. He actually donating too much to Israel. He-
US dollar gonna fall. And we will not get enough of it when we are going to withdraw. Anyway, this week I'm gonna change my withdraw cycle. I'm gonna try to withdraw on Monday so that I can get the money before Thursday. I'm not liking the fact that every withdrawal I'm making on Friday, it's arriving on Thursday. That's a bullshit thing to happen. Boom. That's a
waiting.
nowhere candle. That's a nowhere candle.
Jackie, give us the hint of Trump.
Trump uncle talking? Uncle Trump talking? This hourly has no significant lower wick. It may open high, low, close. Oh, okay. Pure consolidation on hourly. Hey, Ravi, when is the tournament, bro? You are supposed to knock me for the tournament. Oh, he is not even here, man. Damn it. I might have missed the tournament. Participate in the poker tournament. I missed it. I want to spend some time. Like this is how I spend my time nowadays. Let me check how the ignition poker looks like. Is there anything? But that gonna be fucking long, bro. Like long time. I'm not talking about the market. I'm saying like ignition poker. The tournaments are like 5 or 6 hours long, and I don't want to start a 6-hour long tournament at 2 a.m. at night. I won't be able to sleep, that's for sure. So what the hell? Why it's not logging in? Come on, log into my account, bro. Is my net fucked up again? Screen2 sharing. Oops, something went wrong. Please try again. What went wrong, man? I'm trying to log in here. It's like